corridors and turbolifts. Yes, we certainly get to see a lot of them in Trekdom. But this is the second card I've come across devoted to, well, a corridor. But this one adds turbolifts. So, okay. What will we learn about the corridors and the turbolifts, you might ask? Well, maybe it's the same thing we learned before. Perhaps. Yes, these are a network of corridors and turbo elevator transport systems, or, quote, turbolifts. And what does a hallway do? Well, it allows free access to all duty areas within the ship. And then there are utility corridor paths that run alongside the personal corridors. Well, those are Jeffrey's tubes, aren't they? Removing modular wall panels, additional storage areas and corridors provide emergency support. Okay. Well, I mean, great. You know, when you got to get to card 64, it's time to discuss hallways and elevators in all of the Trekdom. So, what we are learning about the hallways and the elevators. So that is the question of the day. Now, I'm going to challenge myself with those dreaded TNG game cards and see how things work out. Let's see if I can take you along there. They are right behind me, and I have a stack right here. And look, I'm somewhat shuffling, and I'm going to find the card and just toss it. And there's the card we will have for today's show. Oh no, it's Wesley. Now, remember these TNG questions, they don't reflect the photo on them at all. Are we not even zoomed in on Wesley? So this, I'm guessing this is Wesley from the first duty. D-U-T-Y, duty. Sorry that my Midwestern accent can't make it sound anything else but like that. Yeah, he might have been in an academy outfit in the game. No, he had that civilian get-up on. It was ridiculous, like all TNG civilian get-ups. Yeah, he's got his bag. No, then he wouldn't be. This wouldn't be the first duty. It would be another where he visits after being in the academy. Oh, is it that one where he's all sullen and he's like, Geordi, I don't care about what you got going on. I just want to be me. And I don't know what he's doing in that episode. Does the Traveler finally show up and say, Wesley, why you being this way? I don't know. So that's Wesley. Plenty of tales told by the fire about Wesley. All right, well, let's see what we're in for when it comes to question time. Now, let's let the corridors guide us throughout our experience today. Make sure that the autofocus is doing its thing. There we go. What object does Picard often handle while thinking in his ready room? Couple different ways to read this question. You go ahead and use your imagination right now. Okay, once you get that out of your system, let's see what else Picard can handle while thinking in his ready room. Handle. Sorry, I can't get my mind out of the gutter with this question. Well, he's always on a little pad. It wasn't a pad, but it was orange and somewhat translucent, and sometimes he would just pick at that. But he's not like Sisko. He didn't have his own baseball. He had tea. Was it the tea all gray, the hot all gray tea? Tea all gray hot? I mean, he had books in the ready room, but the Shakespeare book was under glass. So I can't quite get at a particular object unless it's just a pad. He always had the pad in his hand, and it was something you could then toss down on the desk, in frustration. Am I missing? What am I not seeing? That's all Picard does. Is like read in his behind his desk. He's not handling anything except something he's reading. Now I'm just kind of ranting. It's also a way to get my mind out of the gutter because of how this question is phrased. But nevertheless, let's see what the options were. Okay. No, he had the ancient. This is from. Am I gonna have to get my compendium out every time I'm thinking of what the object was, and try to flip through it? This is where they're doing the little archaeology hunt, right? And anyway, I'm gonna skip that. Anyway, they find this rare artifact and they do an entire teaser on it, and then in Generations he just kind of tosses it aside, which is funny. I think the Red Letter Media guys did their overview of Star Trek Generations, and that's something I remember. So not the ancient idol. Now this is my guess, right? This was the pad because he's always reading the pad. So that's still that's still on the table as far as I'm concerned. But it's got to be the T, right? It's just the large. This one, okay. This one stumped me. I do not remember a large clear crystal. What are they talking about here? I don't even know if I could research this one without just watching a bunch of Gen Ed. Okay, so it's either Next Gen, Gen Ed, or Generation X. It's getting into. I'm Generation X. I teach college, so there's the Gen Ed classes, and I'm talking about Next Generation. So too much generation stuff going on in my head. Yeah, I don't know about the clear crystal. This one stumped me. What's the clear? Where's the clear crystal card? Do you have examples of the clear crystal? Find someone who can, because now I'm stumped. I need to. Now I'm gonna have to see if other Trek folks out there can help me. Yeah, this one got clear crystal. I want context, please. Let us continue. I like this card as opposed to I did a TOS card, and well, I'm not going to gripe about that, but at least now we can separate the question from the possible answers. This is Conundrum, 5th season episode. This is where they lose their memory, and then Commander McDuff. That can't be his name. Like Duff Beer. Is it Commander McDuff? Kieran McDuff? Anyway, he's the bad guy, and he takes over Riker's place, and Riker never asks what he's really doing there or not. They lose all their memories except for their muscle memories, so they know how to work the ship. It's just an amazing feat of how did this happen, so that you can get the Enterprise to go and destroy a station that's like 200 years behind them in technological advancement. And one photon torpedo would destroy this entire space station, and that is why Picard did not attack the Lysarian Central Command Station, because even if you wipe out Picard's memory and the memory of the rest of the crew, they still have some ethical dilemma here in that if this one photon torpedo can destroy these 1,100 people, or maybe 1,100 to 4,000, I don't know how many were in the station, if that can happen, that doesn't seem right. Something's amiss here. And let us go back to, hey, we don't have memories. Maybe we should stop and think about what we're doing. That's what goes on in Conundrum. It better be Conundrum. I'm not getting the episode name wrong. All right. So was there like a? Why can't I just give a couple word response to this? I have to explain it all. Ethically, he couldn't do it because the technology was so advanced. It wouldn't take much. Oh, okay, let's see what the crystal card has to say. Large clear. I still not seeing it. That surprises me. Okay, the Lysarians were defenseless. Yes, okay, yeah, because they were so far behind in their technology that one photon torpedo could do it. And everything else is everything else. All right. Well, okay, this is a level 1 card. That's why I'm so happy with it, even though I disagree with whatever the crystal was. This is different from... I'm guessing that the Schisms card from before was like a level 4, because that one almost gave me a heart attack. All right, let us continue. Didn't I just answer this? Did I say 200 years? I want to stick with it. How many years behind the Federation? Okay, let's stop here. Federation gets a TM. That Federation, that flag gets a really? Okay. I mean, no one's gonna. Hey, sorry, I hit the. Things go awry. Things go awry. I needed a pointer for some reason. I need my prompt, my prop, not prompt. The prop will prompt me to understand what's going. Okay. Oh, where was I at? Yeah, 200 years. 200 years is my answer. What do you, the viewer at home, think? 35. 72. Well, I guess I'm right. Over 100. I thought they were very specific, but you know, how can you really gauge these things? I wonder if the Scott Bakula Enterprise would have been able to also take out the Lysarian space station. I have nothing to follow it up with. It's just a question. All right. It is McDuff. You're kidding me. That's too much Simpsons in my life. Commander McDuff. Kieran McDuff. How many times was McDuff shot with a phaser before he was stopped? Let's just say 3. Sounds like if Worf's going to phaser somebody, he would try once, and then for drama, he's got to come back and keep going, and then you shoot him again, and that doesn't stop, and then the 3rd time, he's got to be out. So, 3. Let us guess 3. I'm sure they'll say like 4. 1 time, no. Isn't the suspense just killing you? I'm glad you're playing along. I could use a nap. I'm looking forward to that maybe in an hour or so. 3 times! Look at me. Okay, well, there you go. 5 times is too many, so it's 1, 2, 5. 3, 5. 1, 2, 5. You know what I'm talking about. In Conundrum, which is the name of the episode, thank you, card. See the advantage of scrolling through the card like I am. What was oh, wow. So this is, I see that the questions get a little bit more difficult. So we are to... Now, is this the made-up? This is not the made-up mission. This is the true mission of the Enterprise. Beyond just the regular discovery that it does all the time, or diplomatic. Weren't they on a mission to do something? So this would be... All we have is the opening captain's log, I'm sure, to remember what this was. Stardate 45, whatever. The Enterprise is en route to Jurat 9 to discuss the blah, blah, blah with the tradey trades. I don't know what the mission of the ship was before they got their memory wipe in Conundrum. I have been defeated by question 5. Let's call it well, now, who knows? They were not negotiating. They were not investigating. They were investigated. Subspace signals in the Epsilon solar system. Well, that must have been the trap that McDuff had waiting for them so he could come on board and do his magic. So, we're investigating subspace signals in the Epsilon solar system. All the fun times we had on the Epsilon solar system. All right. Whoa. We got a question 6. I always think I'm done. Why? Okay. So what's question 6? All right, I'm not gonna. No comment. So question 5 answers question 6 for us already. Thank you. Thank you. Question. How about 7? Oh, yeah, this is that random, hey, we're going to do a whole card on one episode and then throw in another just at the end, just to say hey. So, Rascals, this is when they all become kitties. So, Guinan and Picard and Ro all become kid. Oh, and Keiko. This is another Keiko episode. This gets back to my the Keiko card from earlier round. So she's big in this one because she becomes a kid, and Miles is kind of what do I do? The Yeah. So what planet? What planet were they going? I don't know I don't know the planet. I'm sorry. If I let myself down on not knowing the name of the planet, then I let myself down and not. There were a lot of no. I don't know. Mara Marla Lanona. Marlanona, the name of the planet. All right. Don't that doesn't ring a bell at all. But okay. All right, next question, please. What had been Picard's interest while on? All right, well, see, this is what happens now that the answers are immediately following the questions. So thanks, Card. So here we discover. Oh, we needed Keiko on this mission because without Keiko, there wouldn't be the plants that also de-aged, and then the crew could not figure out what was going on. So we needed the botanist on board the shuttlecraft because she got de-aged. The plants she had were de-aged with everyone else. So we needed that. That's why Keiko was there too. So nice bit of fitting in the specialty of the ancillary character in with how we can solve this dilemma this week. Job well done. Okay, archaeology. Now, can I somehow read the question? No, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, well, that's okay because this was already answered previously. We're back to Conundrum suddenly and the Lysarian Central Command Station. All right. So that is not an awful next gen card from 93, although the level 2 setups are annoying because we really can't explore what's going on with the questions and the answers. But there you go. So go watch Conundrum. It's a nice 5th season episode. Has nothing to do with Wesley. Wesley has nothing to do with anything going on in this card because reasons. And that's it. So that's my little that's a springboard. I springboard off a few things, didn't I? I guess I don't remember. I didn't have any props today, except for this. But this doesn't count. I didn't have any specific Trek props that are behind me that I could share with you. So I'm gonna call it a day. And you have a day as well. And remember, there will never be another day like today until tomorrow. So go have it and fly free and all that.